For decades, international football followed a brutally simple rule. A tiny, exclusive club of elite nations won almost everything. You show up, and the usual suspects, like Brazil, are practically penciled in for the semifinals before a single ball is even kicked. But the 2018 World Cup in Russia took that historical script and shredded it. Instead of a comfortable coronation for the elites, the group stages turned into a high-stakes struggle for the tournament's heavyweights. The warning signs flashed immediately. Spain and Portugal, two titans of the sport, collided in a frantic 3-all draw. Defenses that were supposed to be impenetrable looked disorganized, unable to handle the pace of the match. A spectacular hat trick from Cristiano Ronaldo saved Portugal, but it highlighted a growing problem. These established teams were becoming overly reliant on individual brilliance to fix deep defensive holes.
The group stage was revealing a trend. Veteran squads were struggling to keep up with younger, more energetic opponents. Relying on past reputation was no longer a guarantee of moving forward. The ultimate proof came courtesy of the defending champions. Germany entered the tournament expecting to cruise, only to find themselves fighting for their lives in the group stage against heavy underdog South Korea. As the clock ticked down and desperation set in, the German tactical plan completely dissolved. You had Manuel Neuer, one of the best goalkeepers on the planet, abandoning his penalty box entirely to play in the midfield. The final blow arrived in stoppage time. A tense video assistant referee, or VAR, review confirmed a goal by South Korea's Kim Young-gwan. The defending champions were on the brink. South Korea would add another goal moments later, sealing a 2-0 victory. For the first time in their history, Germany finished dead last in their World Cup group. With the champions eliminated before the knockout rounds even began, a massive power vacuum opened up. The question now was who had the tools to step into the void. This animated diagram shows the resulting 16-team knockout bracket. Notice how it funnels inward, with several traditional flags missing entirely. In their place, a crop of hungry underdogs and golden generations, groups of talented players peaking at the exact same time, were positioned to move in. The exits continued in the round of 16. We watched as Portugal's node collapsed, sending the reigning European champions home. Uruguay dispatched them with lethal precision. Edinson Cavani found the back of the net twice with stunning pinpoint strikes, ensuring Cristiano Ronaldo's tournament ended abruptly. But the new challengers weren't immune to the pressure. Highly fancied Belgium, overflowing with talent, found themselves down 2-0 to Japan and teetering on the edge of their own departure. They survived only by executing a flawless 14-second counterattack in the 94th minute. Nasser Chadli scored the winner to cap off a miraculous 3-2 comeback. Advancing in this tournament meant navigating an incredibly tight margin of error. One missed pass or late rotation was the difference between a flight home and moving on. The ultimate test for Belgium's golden generation came in the quarterfinal. They had to face Brazil, the last remaining traditional superpower in the bracket. They pulled off the biggest win in their nation's history. A Brazilian own goal gifted them the lead, and Kevin De Bruyne doubled it with a crushing strike from the edge of the box. Brazil threw everything forward in a desperate attempt to equalize, but goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois put on a brick-wall performance, repelling shot after shot. The old guard was officially cleared out. Over on the other side of the bracket, Croatia was undergoing a brutal endurance test. In their semi-final against England, they fell behind 1-0 almost immediately. Instead of folding, Croatia clawed their way back. Ivan Perisic fired home an equalizer, dragging the game into extra time, where Mario Mandzukic finally found the winner. Grounded, the knockout stages showed that tactical preparation had to be matched by physical durability. Croatia reached the final because they could sustain their intensity through 3 consecutive matches that went to extra time. That set the stage in Moscow. You had Croatia, the exhausted underdog that had survived 3 extra-time matches, facing off against France, a squad that had remained disciplined throughout the tournament. France had navigated the knockout rounds with a pragmatic approach. They prioritized a solid defense, perfectly illustrated by their tight 1-0 win over Belgium in the semifinals. The final opened with unexpected chaos. Croatia dominated early possession, yet they fell behind when a free kick deflected off Mandzukic for an own goal. Then came a pivotal moment. The referee utilized a VAR review to check for a handball, returning to award France a penalty. Antoine Griezmann stepped up and calmly converted from the spot. It was a clinical execution that punished Croatia's error and gave France the momentum. In a tournament defined by unpredictable moments, the team that capitalized on small errors with the most efficiency proved to be the most successful. The final blow came from Kylian Mbappé. The teenage sensation drilled a low shot into the bottom corner to secure a 4-2 victory. That strike placed him in exclusive company. He became the first teenager to score in a World Cup final since Pelé did it 60 years prior. The final whistle blew, crowning France as the champions of the world and sparking celebrations across the country. France succeeded by pairing a youthful attack with a highly disciplined defensive structure. They were better equipped to handle the physical and tactical demands of the modern game than the teams they replaced. Russia 2018 showed that the gap between the historic elite and the rest of the world has effectively closed. The trophy went to the team that remained the most adaptable in a landscape where previous records no longer guaranteed success.